At the beginning of this documentary, I stress the importance of using your own critical thinking and deductive reasoning skills. So quickly, let's get to the jumpers. Have you thought about them? Instead of waiting for the best fire department in the world to rescue them, they decided to jump from the towers. The inescapable conclusion is that the jumpers at the World Trade Center knew those buildings were coming down, and they knew they were going to die. They gave their lives ahead of that imminent death. This was a desperate plea for all to investigate the World Trade Center tower's demise. This is supported by the fact that security personnel tried to convince other evacuees and other witnesses to head back up into the towers.
My boss ran out of the office. She said one thing, run. Everybody just ran. And we ran down the stairs. They told us to come back up the stairs. And we were like, come back up the stairs, are you crazy?
And this is why they locked the rooftop doors, so there would be no helicopter rescues, and thus more witnesses to the devices that were inside the buildings. The perpetual left-right spin that the media broadcasts every day is just a way to keep you divided. Obama and his cronies on Wall Street have almost completed the plunder of the U.S. economy. When they do, we are finished. It won't matter any left or right, liberal, conservative, Republican, or Democrat. We're all in deep shit. Two of the main objectives to turn this country around are to expose the mainstream media for what they are. The second objective is to overhaul the monetary system. The monetary system is designed to fail. Research it. Research the Federal Reserve and its ownership. Research the financial institutions that are members of the Council on Foreign Relations. This documentary only scratches the surface of the 9/11 evidence and the connection between current congressional, administration, media, and Wall Street crooks. I pointed out earlier, and it's crucial to understand that none of the secret societies, U.S. administrations, or military, Israeli intelligence, or financial insiders could even dream of attempting this without the assistance of the others. The healthcare package, the offshore drilling, the bailouts, and all these other issues that have Americans up in arms don't mean squat. Do you really think Obama cares about you so much that he would risk political suicide to push a bill through that no one wants? And any time they tell you that they are doing something for your benefit, you better raise an eyebrow and take a closer look. Obama's a Bilderberger. Here he is, getting out of a limo at the Bilderberg meeting. Obama is a member of the Council on Foreign Relations. Obama is destroying the Constitution. Obama's bent on destroying the USA. They keep telling you that this bailout, the stimulus, etc., is necessary to save the economy. Nothing could be further from the truth. All currency comes out in the form of loans. Every time they tax, spend, and borrow, we are just that much further in debt. Every dollar is already owed back to the banks, plus interest. We've seen evidence of motive from the published documents, the New World Order agenda, and the plunder of Iraqi resources. We've seen evidence of malice aforethought, deliberate planning by the leaked Pentagon documents, the removal of assets, the prepositioning of troops, the prepositioning of human resources necessary to the planning, implementation, and cover-up of the 9/11 attacks. This included Justice Department officials, airline and airport, and World Trade Center security officials. We've seen evidence of personal, political, and financial gain from the promotions to the put options, the war profits, and Silverstein's insurance policy, and most importantly, the presidential approval ratings. We've seen evidence of a cover-up from the lack of any forensic or documentary investigation with any credibility or veracity, and the mainstream media pundits' perpetual attack on anyone who's attempting to expose the truth. Only cartoon airplanes penetrate structural steel and steel reinforced concrete, and real airplanes leave wreckage. We have yet to see any credible wreckage on any hangar floor from any 9/11 flight.
These guys, Osama bin Laden.
The planes, we have video, actually hit the building. When a big plane hits the building's going to come tumbling down.
Where is this plane, Sean, or any wreckage of this plane? Based on what forensic evidence, Sean? And based on what credentials do you carry that you know this building's coming down due to an airliner? Don't think for 1 minute that the current administration is unaware of who the 9/11 perpetrators are. This makes them complicit and opens up the legal avenue to try them for treason. If all this information can find its way to the average Joe, don't you think they're privy to more information? The scientifically flawed and politically driven official version of 9/11 was born, nurtured, and brought to fruition before the dust from the attacks had even settled. This implicates anyone who advocates the official story as complicit in the cover-up. There has been no forensic investigation with any veracity or credibility. Forget NIST, they altered the parameters and used a computer model to arrive at their collapse theories. Jet fuel cannot melt steel. 757s and 767s cannot fly 500 knots below 10,000 feet. Mass will not travel through the path of greatest resistance at the acceleration of gravity. The law of inertia, the law of falling bodies, conservation of momentum, conservation of energy, and laws of thermodynamics did not take the day off and were not defeated by any hijackers. Anyone that believes official accounts would also have you believe you could win a Formula One race in a school bus. Don't abandon your common sense. Your future, your children's future, and your grandchildren's future, in fact, the future of humanity, depends on it. I urge all to read the Protocols of Zion, research the NWO, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderbergers. A good documentary is The Money Masters, and The Obama Deception, The Fall of the Republic. An excellent book is called None Dare Call It Conspiracy by Gary Allen. Research the September 11th live news archives and review them. Understand the media's role. Remember that all the mainstream media are all members of the Council on Foreign Relations. But JFK was unaware that the media had already been overrun when he made his urgent plea for help.
But I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. For I have complete confidence in the response and dedication of our citizens whenever they are fully informed.
All patriotic Americans should be heeding the warnings and assisting John F. Kennedy in alerting and informing their fellow citizens.
It just is beyond bizarre.
The only thing beyond bizarre would be accepting the official story when such an overwhelming body of evidence proves otherwise.
It happens. Okay. We can only hope.
Will people leave that man alone?
I hope we have a special prison for 9/11 conspiracy theorists.
He wants...
You pampered little coward-ass, bitch-ass, sell-out media whore. I'd like to see you try to put me in some secret prison. If you want a more detailed account of the Israeli involvement, Google a documentary titled Missing Links. Okay, we've seen prior acts from Charles Jaco. Research prior acts on your own of the other perpetrators, such as the Gulf of Tonkin, the USS Liberty, Operation Susanna, the Reichstag fire. Research them. And we've presented all the other necessary elements in order to present this case. So, with this last minute or so here, let's have some fun with these piece of shit, coward, traitor, MFers. Let's look at what I call the deer in the headlights look, and others call guilty demeanor. I thought the Iraqi journalist had an honest question. Will my shoe fit down your throat? The heart can lie, the face can lie, the mind can lie, but the eyes are the window to the soul, and the eyes can't lie. And neither do the facts. Don't ignore the facts.